Okay, so topic for the GD today is petrol pumps without petrol. This was the topic given in IOCL. Petrol pump without petrol. इसका मीनिंग ढंग से समझ के तब आप इसके बारे में डिस्कशन करना. Petrol pump without petrol, that is the topic given. So please think over it for a minute, and then we proceed ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, the topic is this, Ajit. Petrol
Yes, sir.
pump without petrol.
Yes, sir. I got it in the
Okay,
group.
so I think now we
Yes.
can start it. So please proceed ahead.
Hello friends, I am Rupesh and I am glad to start the group discussion. Friends, the topic given to us today is petrol pump without petrol. So I think it is very interesting topic and it is current relevance. I think we should discuss this topic from why we need alternatives to the petrol. So there are so many reasons for it, that is high petrol prices, or petrol may get depleted, and some environmental factors. Also, we should discuss about what are the benefits of these alternatives over the petrol. So I think it will ultimately bring us to our topic, that petrol pump without petrol. So I think we should discuss in this way. And I know we all have some good points to discuss. So I open the house for the discussion.
Hello, good evening, everybody. We have got a very interesting topic in GD, that it is petrol pump without petrol. So I think the topic relates to that. Suppose we have some infrastructure for petrol pump, but now we are finding some alternative to petrol. So what will we do with that infrastructure of petrol pump? What kind of, petrol basically is related to energy. So what kind of other energy services we are providing instead of petroleum energy through that infrastructure of petrol pump? So it's a very interesting topic, and I open the house for discussion.
Yeah,
Thank you. So, like, I like to slightly differ from my friend what Rupesh said initially, that we need to replace the petrol pumps because the petrol prices are high. So, like, I like to differ from this first point. Apart from that, it is our nation came up with a target to go net zero emission by 2070. So I think replacing the petrol pumps without petrol is in this direction, and the petrol pumps can be replaced in the many other forms. Like we can commercialize those land into other sector, as putting it into the use of charging electronic vehicle is not as commercially remunerative as putting onto the other commercial specs like selling CNGs, natural gas, green hydrogens, etc.
It's very
Meaning of this topic can also be like petrol is a non-renewable resource, and we can say that petrol is depleting. So this point can be said like petrol pump without petrol means that petrol is depleting, and after some time we don't have the petrol, so we can't use. So
I agree with you, Tushar. I totally agree with you.
According to me,
Our topic is petrol pump without petrol. So the crux of topic is what do we have to do that with that infrastructure of petrol pump if we are not selling petrol? So first of all we should discuss about what are the possible alternatives of revenue generation through the land, and then we should discuss all the pros and cons of that. All the modes of revenue generation, and finally,
as we can see in the recent scenario,
alternative energy. Actually, friend, I think that it is very difficult to imagine a petrol pump without
in the recent scenario, as we can see, the electrical vehicles are going on increasing. So
Right.
petrol pump without petrol is this can mean like a electrical vehicle, so that the dependence on the petrol or petroleum product, so for the other nation, that will be reduces, and that will lead to the current account deficit of India will also reduces, and our dependency on the other nations reduces.
I would like to
electrical vehicle.
Yes. I would like to add one more point. That our
we should also diversify into other sources of energy, for example, hydrogen energy.
I totally agree with you.
Okay, so there is a very good scheme in India. There is a good system in India that if we have land, then we can give that land on some lease for some particular amount of period to some other business entity, so that that business entity can take that land on lease, not for permanent time period, but for some years, and can start their revenue generation, and we can have some share of their revenue. So also we can
I would like to add one more
Totally
point.
agree with you, and I like to say that
but
we need to change the nature of commercialization.
Yeah, but if we are giving our land to other person, but still we require some station or some space for other alternatives also. Now for CNG,
we are not discussing about giving entire petrol pumps to other entities.
Exactly.
We can use some petrol pumps for our use. We can give some petrol pumps on lease to some other company.
Also, I like to add a point. I like to add a point that we don't need specifically petrol pumps for charging the electronic vehicles, as the electronic vehicles just need a space and an electric socket. That's it, which can be provided adequately in the parking of the houses, in the garages, in the roadside stops. So we don't need to specify too much into changing the petrol pumps into e-vehicle charging stations.
But for we need a supply station.
We have to
diversify the nature of
space.
commercialization.
But
For that we need a
to see the
station.
other alternative also. We have to focus on the other alternative also.
Yeah,
Right.
It's not only about electronic
because
vehicles.
the petroleum production
Right.
is now going on decreasing. There is no way that we don't know up to that moment it will get by the okay.
Yeah,
So
and
we have to focus
I would
on
like
that.
to add one more point that recently,
some other use of that particular land, right? But then the fact that there is such unprecedented demand for fuel in our country, so I think shifting it to some other cost other than selling petrol or some other energy source, it will be kind of a you can use it for the purpose of energy, right?
Yes,
and recently,
I think we should focus on the
petrol. These are the
Yeah.
energies company of India. Oil companies are also looking for alternative energies like EV stations, hydrogen energy.
But recently our transportation minister Nitin Gadkari,
Let me complete. Shifting from petrol to alternative energies like electric and hydrogen energy is not going to happen instantly. It will take almost 40 years. 40 to 50 years. And we
I
also
don't
do
think.
not have enough resources.
No.
Like for manufacturing of EV vehicles, we need lithium element. And India do not have very good reserve in lithium elements. So we need to import lithium from Australia or any foreign countries.
No, Akash, I would like to
But
mention here,
I don't think it will take 40 or 50 years for biofuel.
As government came up with
Akash,
a deadline
Akash,
as
Akash, I'm
government came
sorry
up with a
that
deadline of going
Akash,
net zero
I'm
by 2070, so we have got ample amount of time to do
uh,
this.
I'm sorry to say that we are diverting from our topic. We are talking about lithium reserves and all. These are not at all related to
I
our
agree with
topic.
you.
So we should stick to our topic.
I agree.
I agree with you totally. Thank you for your kind words.
Can't imagine a petrol pump without petrol.
We are discussing on the EV, not on the petrol pump.
We should take
No,
a particular way.
guys, let me clear you the topic. Let me clear you the topic. Petrol pump without petrol means diversifying the land that we have for petrol pump for any other commercial use. It can be for use of other fuel. It can be used for some giving land on lease, or it can be starting some new business on that land. So we should not just think from the energy point of view. We can think from the energy point of view, but we have to think about all the possible business opportunities that we can create through land. So I think this is the main crux of topic.
I like to add. I like to add
we
to
can
your point.
put
I like
We
to
can
add to
put
your
also
point
charging
that
facility
find the
in the petrol
alternative.
pump without petrol also.
the existing petrol.
For electrical vehicles,
point also.
for electrical vehicles, we can put the charging facility in the petrol pump without petrol also at the location.
I think
But
this
don't you
topic is
think,
more
my
related
friend,
to
don't you think that
alternative
that
to the
will be
coals.
underutilization of that highly commercial land? Because given the situation required for the charging the electronic vehicles just need a space and very great amount of time, like 1 hour or something like 1.5 hours.
Yeah,
So don't you think that that would be the under commercialization of that?
But there is not only one
But we have to
electronic
think
that they are
vehicle.
on the
Large,
very
large power
high
supply station for supplying the
There are few more
energy.
alternatives also.
No,
I
yeah,
still-
I agree. But in question,
Yeah.
it mentioned petrol pump without petrol. But we can think about the other
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 alternatives.
brands, right? No, I'm telling about the
And
LPGs, the petrochemicals.
Yes.
Energy is different. Topic will be same, but the energy is different.
I like to propose
No,
one more
I
point.
don't
I
think
like
that
to
we have
propose.
to just think from the point of view of energy. There is nowhere written that we just have to think from the point of view of energy.
I like to propose that.
It's
Like to
just
propose that the existing petrol pumps can be used as a place where the pre-charged battery are already kept and they can be swapped instantaneously when a car requires it.
So we should think from all the possible business points, not just without fuel. I think we are going in the direction where we are just discussing other energy resources and not about how to create profit from that space.
Exactly.
We
I totally agree with you.
Of inventory, right? For example, IOCL is a very big marketing division, right? Wherein it is very important to, safeguard the inventory division. So it will be very helpful for us to, stock our important goods over there. For example, petrochemicals, because it is a highly valuable land over there. Because any petrol pump, it will be placed in a highly populated area, so you can make utilization of that.
Also, IOCL may require to open some new office or some new small office or some new regional division. So we can use that land of existing petrol pump to build a new office in that land itself. So this way, we are already building some new office in the space that we already have.
I'll also like to add that since IOCL comes with a variety of lubricant and grease, so that petrol pumps can be used as a spit stops for opening the centers to sell the servicing items like greases and lubricants.
IOCL is also working on the other alternatives such as CNG, LPG, or other biofuels.
That I already mentioned.
So they can sell their products from that.
Yes, totally. This is totally agreeable.
I think it is possible that we can go with this biofuel, because recently our transportation minister Nitin Gadkari said that he said that petrol will get vanished within in next 5 years. So that, and our government is promoting this biofuel or hydrogen fuel more than electronic vehicles nowadays. So I think it is possible.
We can also.
So according to me, there is a concept also. There is also concept also that is
initiative. certain initiative by Petroleum Ministry to promote the CBG gas. We can also go for CBG.
Yes, sir. Yes,
it will boost up the. There are many advantages of CBGs, like it will help in the. It will help the farmers for employment also. It will help to reduce the pollution also, and it will also help to reduce the dependence on crude oil also. And meanwhile, it will also help to.
Also, I'd like to say about a situation that suppose IOCL has some existing petrol pump or land, but now IOCL thinks that this petrol pump is not at suitable location and our revenue generation is not very high with that petrol pump. So we now have to open some other petrol pump at some other land. So maybe if they are opening some other new petrol pump at some other land, then they have to do something with this land of petrol pump. So they will try to utilize this land for revenue generation.
They can sell. They can also sell.
According to me, there can be another concept also.
Land.
There can
I
be
think
another
that you
concept
took the
also.
literal meaning of the topic.
You
I
are
think the
aware of
topic
this
is
fact.
guiding us towards diversification of the existing petrol pumps in the near future. So I think we shouldn't divert this topic to the just limiting the literal meaning.
Yeah. According to me, there is a concept also, ethanol blending. So that the petrol products can be reduced in the future. So ethanol blending is nowadays is the ratio like 90:10. So in the coming future, the ratio of ethanol is increasing so that petrol amount can be reduced. So that topic can be related to it. Okay.
Yeah, even I think so.
11% ethanol.
You might have heard about the Swagat portal, which is available in IOCL. They cater to the truck customers, the heavy vehicle diesel customers, in the form of dormitories, hotels. So we can make it as a makeshift arrangement for them, where they can use it for the refreshment. And in the meantime, we can also sell loops over there, right? So
Right.
Okay, so guys, let me quickly summarize what we have discussed till now. This is not the end of GD. I am just summarizing whatever we have discussed till now. Okay, so we have discussed that petroleum may soon or later vanish. So we have to diversify our business and make use of the existing land that we have for petrol pump. So one of our discussion led to the topic of electric vehicle. We can have electric vehicle charging at our existing petrol pump, or we may have battery swapping station at our petrol pump where we can just swap batteries instantly. Also, we led to the topic of CNG gas or LPG gas or the fuels related to natural gas. So we can also utilize the land for distribution of natural gas, more and more natural gas. Now we then also saw that we also have to think something above fuels also. So maybe we can give that land on lease temporarily to some other organization for revenue generation, or maybe if IOCL wants to open a new office, then we can utilize that land for opening some new office of organization itself. So this broadly we broadly have discussed all these points. So
I'd like to add just two more points to your. I'd like to add just two more points to your conclusion. So the existing petrol pumps in the future can be converted into a retail shop for extra petrochemical products, which are not just used for the fuel in the vehicles. And the second point is that no matter however we go for the net zero emission, we'll still be having some portion of petrol vehicles which will be running on fossil fuels. So we should keep into mind that we still need some of the petrol pumps for definitely what they have been created for. Thank you.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Still, we have not concluded our GD, so we should
continue. See, you should not. You should never summarize or conclude the GD before observer says.
So that
okay, friends, let's summarize or let's conclude. तो conclusion हो जाता है ना, summarize थोड़ी होता है. Group task में summary फिर भी कर सकते हैं आप, लेकिन GD में नहीं करते ना summarize. So let's summarize whatever we have discussed. So GD में नहीं होता ना वो. तो आप discussion करते रहो. मैं आपको ज्यादा टाइम देता हूँ so that आपकी practice हो जाए. So don't conclude it. You should not do this particular GD. Anyhow, let me give now your feedback to all of you. See, Rupesh started this discussion and Rupesh ने बोला सब कुछ, लेकिन topic के बारे में तो बहुत नहीं बोला, लेकिन he could start it. Those couple of lines which I say that even if you don't know then how you have to start, that is what Rupesh did, and that gives no doubt some kind of मार्क्स एंड ऑल, उसका एडवांटेज होता है. सो ही स्टार्टेड एंड उसने वो डिस्कशन को अपना इनिशिएट किया. उसके बाद प्रियंक ने रुपेश को आई विल गिव 7 मार्क्स. प्रियंक ने इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के बारे में बात किया कि पेट्रोल पंप का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का क्या करेंगे हम, तो लीज पे दे देंगे या हम और क्या ऑप्शन है रेवेन्यू जनरेट करने का. ऑन दैट डायरेक्शन प्रियंक स्टार्टेड स्पीकिंग एंड दैट वाज अ रेलेवेंट पॉइंट. फिर अजीत ने भी इंट्रोड्यूस किया नेट जीरो मिशन. लेकिन आपने अजीत, नेट जीरो मिशन 2070 तक की बात हुई है, 2030 तक की बात नहीं हुई है.
सर 70 ही बोला था मैंने.
70 बोला था. आई डोंट नो 2030.
नहीं सर 70 ही बोले थे.
Yes, you need to give that properly. And you talked about selling other products like CNG and other things you will sell. Those things you
Right,
sell.
sir.
Akash, you need to enter. Actually, you could not enter much, but you were the most appropriate person to comment on this. So you could have entered. पंकज ने थोड़ा कम बात किया, संकेत ने कम बात किया और तुषार ने भी कम बात किया. And सौरभ you also. So you need to enter. अभी जो ज्यादा डिस्कशन होता रहा वो प्रियंक वगैरह के और अजीत के बीच में, सौरभ उसके बाद सौरभ, इनके बीच में होता रहा. और उसी तरीके से कम जो हुआ सबसे वो संकेत का हुआ है, पंकज का हुआ है. यू नीड टू एंटर, यू नीड टू स्टार्ट एंटरिंग इनटू द डिस्कशन. एंटर करना एक प्रैक्टिस है दैट यू शुड लर्न के जब सेंटेंस को खत्म करने वाला होता है उस टाइम पे. जैसे प्रियंक है, प्रियंक इजीली एंटर कर पा रहा है. आपने देखा होगा प्रियंक को ट्रबल नहीं आ रही है एंटर करने में. तो वो आपको थोड़ा सा उस तरीके से करना है. अपना एक तरीका होता है एंटर करना, कोई ऐसा नहीं होता. बड़े इजीली जो जिनको पता लग जाता है वो इजीली एंटर कर जाते हैं, अपना पॉइंट रख जाते हैं. तो प्रियंक के जितने भी पॉइंट्स थे उसने रखे हैं, तो सारे पॉइंट्स वो नोट हो जाते हैं फिर. एंड इफ यू डोंट एंटर, इफ यू कीप ऑन ट्राइंग कि मैं कैसे एंटर करूं, देन यू विल कीप ऑन लूजिंग. वहां पे आपको फाइट मारनी होती है. एक्चुअल में IOCL में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा तुम्हें. यहाँ पे हम प्रैक्टिस करते हैं और आपको डर नहीं कि नंबर कट जाएंगे या क्या है.
यस सर.
तो यहाँ पे तो प्रैक्टिस के लिए सब लोग करते हैं, दैट इज अ गुड थिंग. वहां पे ट्रबल नहीं आता, नॉर्मली नहीं आता. कोई मान के चलो कि बहुत ही 2-4% ऐसे होंगे जिनमें बहुत ही क्योस फैलेगा, अदरवाइज क्योस नहीं फैलता. वहाँ लोग बोलने वाले होते नहीं है, बच्चे बिना तैयारी करके आए होते हैं. मेजोरिटी बच्चा ऐसा होता है जिन्होंने लाइफ में पहली बार वहीं जाके IOCL में GD देते हैं. तो फिर आप समझोगे वो वहां पता नहीं होता, कहीं तो ऑब्जर्वर की तरफ देख के बात करते रहते हैं. तो आपको ऑब्जर्वर की तरफ नहीं देखना है, आपने GD में जो सीखा हुआ है वो आपने पार्टिसिपेट करना है. अब इसमें जो ग्रीन साइड में रहेंगे वो रुपेश, प्रियंक एंड अजीत एंड सौरभ, ये थोड़ा सा ग्रीन साइड में रहेंगे. और आकाश भी ग्रीन की तरफ आ जाएगा, लेकिन आकाश थोड़ा येलो लाइन में है. संकेत और पंकज जो है वो रेड जोन में रहेंगे इस GD के लिए. आपको पार्टिसिपेट करना है, दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन GD. दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू थिंक ऑफ. अब ये टॉपिक था पेट्रोल पंप विदाउट पेट्रोल. अब इसका मतलब क्या है, पहले समझो इसको, टॉपिक को अंडरस्टैंड करो कि पेट्रोल पंप एक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, जैसे प्रियंक ने बताया, और वहां पे पेट्रोल नहीं बेचना है. हमने क्या करना है फिर बताओ. ये था जो टॉपिक था, दैट वाज दिस कि व्हाट विल यू डू विद द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ऑफ पेट्रोल पंप इफ वी आर नॉट सेलिंग द पेट्रोल देयर. नाउ इन फ्यूचर व्हेन वी आर नॉट सेलिंग पेट्रोल और स्लोली वी आर ट्रांजिशन फेज. सो ये IOCL वगैरह के लिए बहुत ही रेलिवेंट फिलोसफी है उनकी है कि पेट्रोल पंप विदाउट पेट्रोल, ये उनकी फिलोसफी है कि अब करना क्या है इसका. तो कैसे करना है हमने, हम अपने इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्या करेंगे. हाँ जी
सर. हेलो. तो सर एक इन्फ्रेंस ये भी तो निकाल सकते हैं कि पेट्रोल पंप विदाउट पेट्रोल मीन कि हमारा पेट्रोल जो है वो रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्स एंड इट इज डिप्लीटिंग आल्सो. तो पेट्रोल पंप विदाउट पेट्रोल मीन कि जो पेट्रोल है धीरे धीरे खत्म हो रहा है, तो हमें शिफ्ट करना चाहिए दूसरे रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज पे,
तो
rather than we are utilizing the land only.
This is what I'm saying कि पेट्रोल पंप पे पेट्रोल नहीं है. अब क्या है फिर बताओ, नेक्स्ट आ रहा है ना, फिर करना क्या है उसका. तो आपको वहां पे चाहे चार्जिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट करो, चाहे बायोफ्यूल बनाओ, क्या बनाना है वो आपको उसी के बारे में तो डिस्कस करना था कि फिर हम क्या करेंगे उसका. दैट वाज टू बी डिस्कस्ड. उसके उस डायरेक्शन में हमें डिस्कशन करना था. तो वो डिस्कशन इज इम्पोर्टेंट, राइट. वो डिस्कशन जो है वो इम्पोर्टेंट उसी डायरेक्शन में था कि हम क्या करें. हम लीज पे नहीं देना है आपका, जो उसको यूज करना है. हमें इकोनॉमी तो चलानी है, गाड़ियां तो चलानी है. लीज पे दे के क्या होगा, कमर्शियल दे दो. अब IOCL अपना सामान बेच के चला फिर जाएगा कहीं. अब उसी जगह का हम अल्टरनेट क्रिएट करना है. तो अल्टरनेट क्रिएट करना मीन्स अगर चार्जिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनाना तो वैसा बनाओ, अगर आपको और कोई अल्टरनेट फ्यूल बनाना तो वैसे बनाओ. कैसे आप एनर्जी, वी आर द एनर्जी कंपनी ऑफ द कंट्री, हमें एनर्जी में डील करना है. कल को पिज्जा की दुकान थोड़ी खोल के बैठ जाएंगे वहां पे. IOCL विल नॉट स्टार्ट सेलिंग पिज्जा. IOCL is energy company, that will remain energy company. If energy is coming through petrol, it's okay. If not coming through petrol, then what? उसके ऊपर डिस्कशन हो रहा है ना ये, तो आपको उसी के ऊपर डिस्कशन करना था कि इसके अलावा हम क्या कर सकते हैं. So maybe you could have thought of charging infrastructure which you are creating, hybrid fuel models you are creating, and transition will start soon. मतलब जब पेट्रोल है, we will not wait for one fine day when petrol is not there. We will, with passage of time, now petrol as you said, जो हमें नेट जीरो है 2070 तक अटेन करना है वो, तो मतलब हम आस्ता आस्ता जो है वो इस चीज को अल्टरनेट टेक्नोलॉजी में शिफ्ट होंगे. हम टेक्नोलॉजी को आस्ता आस्ता शिफ्ट करेंगे, अल्टरनेट की तरफ जाएंगे. तो उसके ऊपर सारे का सारा डिस्कशन था. तो अल्टरनेट सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी एंड हाउ वी कैन हार्नेस दोज अल्टरनेट सोर्सेज ऑफ एनर्जी एट द पेट्रोल पंप और द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर वी हैव गॉट. ये टॉपिक वाज अबाउट दैट. तो आपने उसी पॉइंट के ऊपर डायरेक्ट डिस्कशन सारे का सारा करना था. तो आई थिंक यू हैव गिवन द वैलिड पॉइंट्स आल्सो, बट मेरे को लगता है कि और अच्छे पॉइंट्स दिए जा सकते थे. अब इसके ऊपर सोचना थोड़ा सा. ये IOCL का टॉपिक आया था GD का, और पार्टिसिपेट करते रहो. बाकी नॉलेज से रिलेटेड नहीं होता है, मैंने आपको बताया, बोलने से रिलेटेड. GD जो होता है, एक दूसरे के पॉइंट सुनो और बोलो, वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. उसी के बेस पे मार्क्स मिलेंगे. सोचते रहोगे, बैठे रहोगे, तब नहीं नंबर मिलेंगे. दूसरे की बात सुनो और बोलो. सो दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड. नो एनीथिंग यू वांट टू आस्क और टेल?
सर